Lichdom BattleMage. Is it worth a buy, guys? Well, I've already done one of these on Lichdom BattleMage. I did this in alpha, but now it's moved on to beta, so I'm going to go and see what's changed and see if it's still worth a buy, because in alpha it certainly was. So, in beta we have new missions, higher tiers of loot, more powerful spells and tougher enemies, and also we have improvements in the crafting, and the whole of the synthesis has been overhauled. There's been performance optimizations, enhanced sigil powers, or sigil powers, however you want to pronounce it, and new shapes, which means new ways that the spell will operate, such as a lob, a ball, whatever. I'll go into that shortly. So, I've played it through again for a few more hours. I've done nearly 7.5 hours in the game now, and it has changed so much since the alpha. There's loads more in now. There's all the voice acting's in, the storyline's in. There's a whole new beginning, a whole new introduction that's been put into the game since I last played it. There's also 8 spell categories in this now. The way you fire and control your mage is the same. You've got, the way it works is this: your left mouse button fires your main casting spell, your right mouse button is your shield, left and right mouse buttons together control an area of effect, or AoE. So it's dead easy. The controls are so fluid. I'm going to mention Dark Souls because this game is similar in its setup to Dark Souls, only so much better. Done so much freaking better, guys. First person gives you that immersion, but the seamless controls of this is just, it's honestly, it's like an extension of your own body. It's exactly how it should be done. And this is an indie kind of company that's done this, Xaviant Games, and when you look at a whole development house did Dark Souls, and this is a fucking million times better. Honestly, this game just shows up Dark Souls for the shite that it is, to be honest with you. It's, as far as control methods is concerned, that's what I'm comparing here, control. And it's a joy to play. It's an absolute joy to play this game. You feel that you are there as the mage, and you can blink sideways, backwards, forwards. You can just, at the blink of an eye, just teleport quickly out of the way of spells, then just turn and whack somebody with a freeze, then just blink out of the way of another shot that's coming, and then you can just kill the guy with fire. It's, honestly guys, it's so much fun to play this game. It really, it's one of the most fun games I've ever played. I love the mage class, always have. It was one of my first characters in World of Warcraft, the mage, but this one makes it feel so much more badass. You are f***ing powerful. The great thing about this is you can craft your own spells to your own playstyle. I mean, for example, at this moment in time, my mage has this freeze ray, where if it's like a hose pipe of freeze, and there's like a group of enemies. It hasn't got much range, but when enemies get close to us, I just freeze the whole lot of them. Then I switch to fire and bring down a fire AoE inferno on them and just incinerate them. Now my AoE is awful at the moment. I haven't really crafted much on my fire AoE, but that's my next thing that I'm going to do. That with shields I need to work on. I'm quite happy with my ice at the minute, but I really do need to get me fire AoE and my shield done. So what happens is, as you kill enemies and as you explore around the maps, you find little bits of the like materials that you would craft with. You'll find things like spell patterns, which is whether or not it's a ray, whether it's a ball or whatever. You will find augments, which is like damage, control, mastery, and things like that. You basically build your spells in the sense of, it's all numbers. The higher the number, the better it is, and it's quite unnecessarily complicated at the beginning, but I'm now, after 7 hours, getting the hang of it. For example, if I want to freeze people in place for a long period of time, I get the control aspect of my freeze spell up by putting control augments in, and that will enhance the effect of that spell. If I want to really damage them, then obviously I go for the damage aspect of a spell. So it does take a bit of time. You can recraft things, you can reforge stuff that you don't really want, and in the hope of getting a better version of it, or a better version of something else. So it is quite in depth the actual crafting, there are crafting guides up that I strongly recommend you read 2 or 3 times, and then it's trial and error really on that, but persist with it, because I mean, I'm not the best at picking things up early, and I struggled with it for an hour or so. I even did a stream, and there was everybody in the stream and no one in there had a clue what the hell was going on. So it is worth persisting with, because once you get the hang of it, and I'm pretty much there now with the crafting, once you get the hang of it, you can then create some amazing spells to suit your playstyle. There is a few gripes that I've got with this game. One of the gripes is that it gets pretty repetitive. You're going along this kind of linear path, and then you will get 2 or 3 enemies to kill, usually the same mix-up of casters and melee, and it's good. The combat's fabulous. That's what saves it. The combat is fucking fabulous, guys, and that is really what saves this game. So it does get a bit repetitive as you go through. There are big boss fights, which can be a real struggle. I've just had my first big boss fight. I did it first time, has to be said, but I think I had a really good setup with my spells. There's a lot of people struggling with this on the forums, but I got it done. It was great fun as well. So as you can probably guess, I do like this game a lot. It plays well, it looks great, it's quite immersive. You feel like a mage, you feel powerful like a mage, and that's what I've always wanted in a game. And the controls are so fluid. I mean, like I've mentioned Dark Souls 2 before, it's black and white. When you've played this and then you play Dark Souls, you just realise how shit the control system is in that. And all those people that were slagging off my Dark Souls 2 video, and you were wondering what I was on about, play this. You'll see exactly what I'm on. I feel like I'm that mage, that guy fighting. It's just, his arms are an extension of my body. It's so fluid, guys, when you're fighting, and when you're dodging, and when you're just blinking from left to right to avoid incoming attacks. It's just an amazing experience, whereas Dark Souls was a clunky, awful, shitty experience. Anyway, let's get on with the final thing, and that's the price of this game. This is where it falls down, guys. At this moment in time, it's 25% off, and it's $22.49, I believe. The full price of this game, when it's released on the 26th of August this year, is going to be £30, $29.99. And I don't think it's worth it. I just don't think it's worth it, guys. It's a single-player game. It hasn't got cooperative mode. It's not... See, when you're getting into the £30 for a single-player game, you're in Skyrim territory there, which is a massive open-world game with shitloads of content to do. This is a linear game. You get from point A to point B on a pre-arranged path with predetermined enemies. How much replayability is there in that? I don't know. Yes, there's the crafting and all the rest of it, but I'm just not so sure that this is going to really hold the attention of gamers for a massive amount of time. I think it should have been priced at where it is now, at £22, $19.99, £20. I think that would be reasonable for it, because it is a great game and it's a well polished game, but I just don't think it's into the £30 bracket. But that's just my opinion. I'm still giving it the thumbs up because it's a fun, great game, and at this moment in time it's £22.49, which means that it is definitely worth a buy. But like I say, guys, on the 26th of August, I think it is, this is going full price. So if you're interested in this game, if you like what you've seen, now is the time to get it. Go and get it now. It's on Steam, and you will thoroughly enjoy it if you are into this kind of fighting, and especially if you like being a mage.